Paul, we're here in London. You're sleeping rough.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
About sort of 9 years ago, I used to have a job as a window cleaner, and things went a bit pear-shaped for me. I started hitting the drink big time. I started fluctuating with different people and keeping in their sofas and their couches and going back to flats. I did that for 2 or 3 years.
Couch surfing.
Yeah,
Sofa surfing.
yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, had a great time, never any trouble. People really appreciated my time, I must admit, like I am here with you now. Cut out story short, I met a few outreach people. They put me into hostels. It didn't work out. Back on the streets. It's all right. The streets are okay at the end of it all, but I guess things have changed now. Things are not the same as it was 20 years ago, even going back 40 years ago. Not that I was out in the streets, I never was. But that's why I hit the streets. Now I'm hoping to get recuperated and getting into my own apartments where I can socialise with people, interact, have nice food, nice clothes. Yes, I'm still...
Now, why didn't you stay in the hostel?
For various different reasons. A lot of them are outside of London and they're at risk to travel in at night. And any time I tried to go back, there was never any vacancies. So I bought a sleeping bag for myself, as you can see, and I go out.
Well, that's how I knew you were sleeping rough. That's because you're carrying a sleeping bag.
That's what I'm sleeping rough. Oh, I've been like this now for 4 months.
Now, where'd you sleep last night?
Last night I slept over in a place called, do you know where Grosvenor's Gardeners is? Grosvenor's Gardeners.
Well, where are you going to sleep tonight?
Tonight, I could be a different spot. It depends who I meet, depends how much I make. If I make quite a lot of money, then I can hide my sleeping bag in the bushes and I can get into a hostel where it's only £8 for the night.
So you know a downtown hostel here?
I know a downtown hostel here where you can walk in the door, pay the £8, go to your room, off with your clothes, into bed and get a good night's rest.
Yeah, because it's raining.
Because it's raining.
You don't want to stay out here in the rain.
It's very shivery at night, and it's basically it's hard. That's the way I would look at it. It is hard.
What's a day like homeless?
What's the day?
What's the day like? Take me through your day.
Okay, I wake up in the morning early, about sort of like I'd wake up about sort of 10 to 7ish. I'd get up on my sleeping bag. I'd be a bit sort of shiverish. I'd look around me to make sure everything's all right. I'd go to these places like Pratt. You've got these restaurants across the road where you get a cup of coffee for 99 pence. I count my money I made the night before. It might be 50 quid, it might be 40 quid, it might be a score. As I call it over here in England, Mark, a score is £20.
Okay.
I don't know where they call it in your part.
No, you taught me something.
Didn't I?
A score, £20.
That's right, correct. That's the one, mate.
So yeah. You make £20.
That's the one.
And that gets you through the day.
And that gets me kind of through the day light. And then I'm a hunter at night. That's really it. I am a hunter at night. I've always loved the night work. It's very, how would you describe it? There's more to go through people. There's much more people out there from 5 in the evening. And I'm out at 6 every night and I'm doing my rounds and I can come out with something like, I can come out with £80 in one night if it's a good night.
Yeah.
And that's just speaking to people.
But even though that's a good night, and that's a couple of scores, I guess you'd say, right?
Oh yeah, that's a couple of scores. Oh.
But this is no way to live.
No, it's nowhere to live because you see, I don't know if you know, if you get things free, listen carefully, if you get things free, you're going to squander it free. You're going to go for a few beers, hide your sleeping bag, get took into a pub for the night, and your money is gone. Why? Because it's free. There's no four corners that's going to squeeze you in and say, hey, Paul, you did well tonight. Now you got 80 quid, you got a couple of scores, a couple of tenors, a couple of fivers. you got about £30 in change and your fags and your lighter. Why not just get the head down now and you have your scores in the morning?
Yeah.
But when you get something free, it's very difficult to...
But why do you keep on doing it? Why you been out here 4 months this
Because
time?
you get into a buzz. You get into a great buzz with life and a great circulation of people.
So
And
what's it take to get you off the streets? What's it take to get you off this?
as in money-wise?
Or no, just opportunity, housing, what? How do we end rough sleeping?
The opportunity to it would be not quite housing, but some form of thing called first housing, where you've got people who put you from one civic to the next, and you can get housed, and that would be the end of the street formula, as it's so called. But you see, when you're in London, as you say, downtown hostel, you go to likes of California, New York City, you go around to different parts of New York City. It's always a constant homeless. It's
Right.
the thing in London. It's called the thing for homeless people to be homeless. It circulates society. It makes society work. It plays the game with the homeless. The homeless plays the game with the working people. It makes the working people better respected. To see a homeless man like me coming up and going, excuse me sir, any bit of change for a beer or a cup of tea or any chance to get a hostel tonight? You see where I'm coming from?
I see, but I don't agree with you.
No.
I do it, see, because it breaks my heart. And when I see it, I think it's a social crisis and that we got to end this. We got to get you off the streets.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be sleeping out in the rain here tonight.
I know, but one sense of it is a thing called easy money. It's called easy reach money.
Yeah.
Yeah? And if you give somebody the opportunity, anybody,
Yeah,
male
I
or
get it.
female, to go out like I'm doing tonight again on the streets, it's easy reach.
Right.
I've just made money tonight even before I met you. It's called easy money.
Yeah.
So, to end the homeless crisis, the social of it, is not going to be easy.
No.
No, because you can...
That I agree with.
Thank you very much. At last, Mark, you agree with something. So, basically, in a nutshell, that is the problem with society.
You got complacent.
Yes, got complacent.
Yeah.
And
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
for my life,
Yes, 3 wishes for you.
wow.
Or for anybody. 3
for-
wishes.
3 wishes. 3 wishes. Well, what? Wait. The first one would be, government and outreach people should come out and develop much more secure accommodation. That's number 1 wish. Number 2 wish is to get the homeless off the streets. And number 3 is to break, which I'm going to quote again, is to break down the barriers. And to break down the barriers for people like myself that wants to go out and get 2 or 3 hours a day work, or even 8 hours a day,
Sure.
without me having to go to the pubs and squander me money.
So
and-
you would work. You would go for an honest day's living.
yeah,
if you
of
had
course
work.
I'd go for the honest. I have been out to do honest days living.
As I was thinking, you're talking about easy money. Living out here in the rain and homeless, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy money. Anyways, I really enjoyed talking to you, Paul.
Thank you very much, too.
You have a good night.
Thank you very much indeed. I will do my very best, as I always try and do. I always quickly, if I may say, I always try and keep the peace. I don't escalate things in life. I just go out. If you call it begging, if you call it pagering, if you call whatever you call it,
Yeah.
I just go out get me bit of money, and then I get into me shelter at night, and that's me done. Boom.
Well, you be safe tonight.
Thanks very much, Mark.